Hello, I'm Liana Salah, and this is part 2 of the Java series where I explain Java programming step by step so you can navigate it with ease. This video will be all about writing the simplest Java code and explaining all of its components. Assuming we have the JDK extension installed, there should be a button on the sidebar which says Create Java Project. If it hasn't appeared on your device, it could be hidden in this Explorer tab. Let's press on it. This will transfer your cursor to the bar at the top, where many options for assistance will appear. For now, we'll just choose No Build Tools. Select where you want to store your project. For instance, I'll be storing mine in a new folder on the desktop. Afterwards, you have to name your project any name you'd like. I'll be naming mine first. However, you have to follow it up with .java. This will change the extension from the normal .txt file to a programmable Java file. The folder/project will appear on the sidebar with a few subsections. We're looking for the subsection named src, or source. This holds the Java file we'll be entering our code into. The file, by default, if the Java project is new, will be named app.java. Let's rename it to be the name of the Java project we've just made. To start from scratch, let's erase all of this code. We'll start by writing the class public class first, and then open curly brackets. It is necessary that the class name be the same exact name as the file name, even including the case formatting. A class is basically where all of our code will be executed under. It's where objects in Java programming are made. Sometimes a class is even the object itself in that code. You can have multiple classes in a code, but we'll take a deeper look into that a little further down the line. We include the case-sensitive version of the class name because Java as a programming language is case-sensitive. This means the exact same word written in 4 different ways is seen by the compiler and stored by the computer memory 4 ways and hold 4 separate values. If you haven't noticed, we've used the word public prior to the class and its name. This is called the access modifier. The access modifier belonging to our class is public. This doesn't concern us at the moment, but for the future, the access modifier shows us if the class or the method, which we'll be discussing later, is accessible and how easily accessible it is. Next, we will write the main method of the code, public static void main, and between brackets, string with a capital letter, square brackets, args or args, and then open curly brackets. A main method is a statement which executes, or as we say, runs the code. It's written within the class. We can have multiple methods in the same code, but there can only be one main method. After writing the main method of the code, we have to create a new block by opening curly brackets. As I've mentioned before, the main method executes the code inside it. So anything we want the compiler to take on, we write inside the main method. Since this is the simplest code possible, we're only going to be making the computer output the statement, hello world. This is the reference most programmers use to test if a program is working. The function used for outputting a particular thing is system.out.print or system.out.println, which is more commonly used. And then you open brackets. The difference between the two is if we have ln, which is line, it will insert a new line before displaying the output. In between quotations and inside the brackets, we will write the reference hello world. After each line in code, we must include a semicolon at the end. If the semicolon is missing, the system will produce an error or maybe not display the outcome of the code at all. The semicolons mark the end of the function you're executing. To run the Java code we've written, click on the sideways triangle in the top right corner of your window. This is the terminal, where all of the output and debugging will happen. If the compiler detects an error, it will notify you here. But if there are no errors and the code runs smoothly, like in our case, you will see the output here. Hello world. This marks the end of our tutorial, so if you have benefited, leave a like, subscribe, and don't forget to share this video with those who might also benefit from it. If you have a question, feel free to comment it down below and I'll be more than glad to help. Thank you for watching.